Shine, 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 shine on all of them. Shine on all of them. My Umi said to shine your light.
Hello gladiators, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kim and I hope that you like this channel and stick around. Join the gladiators, okay? Join the gladiators. Today's video is just going to be kind of like a chit chat video type of thing. Since introduced to you, keep on watching the video. All right guys, so just to give you some context, I guess to answer the first question is, are you starting a weight loss journey? To that I say yes and no, because I feel like weight loss isn't my goal. My goal is to be healthy, and right now at the size I am healthy. Like medically I'm healthy, like I could pass physical, whatever, but my health encompasses my mental, the way I just feel physically, and then obviously my medical report. So my medical report, great. Mental health, and physically feeling, so those are the things I'm kind of working on, and I feel like those are things that have to do with my weight. So a little backstory: I have never really struggled with my weight up until this point in my life. Like, I grew up very skinny. I always had a butt because that's just in my family. Everybody has a butt. I had a butt, but I was always super tiny, had a butt. But I guess I never really, and I'm 5'1", by the way. I've always been very short, very petite, so just very tiny. And I would say I've never felt comfortable in my skin, like in my body. So puberty hit, and like I said, I'm very petite, very tiny, but now I have an even curvier butt. I have boobs, so I have that kind of idealistic shape. But for me, it brought on attention that I liked, but I also didn't like. Like, it was like I was being noticed, but I wasn't being noticed for me. I was being noticed for my body. And so that made me even more insecure in my body, even though you could say it was good attention. Not really. It was sexual attention. It was attention from guys because they liked what they saw. And that just made me feel more insecure in my body. So then so this is all like while I'm living in Mississippi. Fast forward, we moved to Texas, and the community that I stayed in, the high school that I went to, well, not even just high school, I was there from intermediate school all the way to high school. It was a all-white community pretty much. Very tall girls, very slender. Again, I'm very petite, I'm very short, and I'm curvy. And so seeing the image of tall, slender girls every day, I started thinking I was fat, basically. And I thought my body was, I thought I was bigger than I was supposed to be. I thought I was fat. that's and like I said, I'll try to insert some pictures. Looking back, obviously was not fat. I was more than the weight that is said to be good for me, like my BMI, but I was very healthy and it fit me, because I feel like if I would have been smaller, I just would have looked weird. And so like, I was just a healthy girl, and I was built differently than the people that were around me. But because all I saw around me were, you know, just very tall, very slender people, I thought that my curves and things, because my tummy was soft and I had, you know, boobs, and, you know, my arms were a little bit bigger, I had thicker thighs and a bigger butt, I thought that I was fat. And so that kind of continued for years. I mean, I said intermediate school to like 6th grade all the way up until high school, and then it just kind of was this constant thing. Like I was like, I'm big. And even like when I was going to college and things, like I constantly had this thought that I'm bigger. And one thing that I would always do is I would like, and I still catch myself doing it and I'm trying not to do it anymore, is that I would like shrink myself. Like I would try to make myself as small as possible because I thought I was just this big person. And it's so funny because like if I like hug somebody that's taller than me, or I'm like out with friends that are taller than me, it's so funny because in reality I'm very small. Like I am short. I'm 5'1", and so in comparison to other people, like I'm very small, but in my head I'm like, I'm so big, I'm taking up way too much space, I'm taking up more space than I need to take up. And so I will literally try to like physically like shrink myself into myself when, you know, if I'm in the grocery store, if I'm on a bus or whatever, the plane, like I will literally try to shrink myself because I feel like I'm taking up too much space because I think I'm fat. And that's hard. Like everywhere you go, you're like shrinking yourself. And it's not like just shrinking myself physically, it's shrinking myself to express myself. I'm shrinking my emotions, I'm shrinking my thing. Like it makes me afraid and shy to take up space because I'm like, nobody wants to hear the fat girl talk. And it's like, girl, you're not even fat. But anyways, we're gonna get to that. So I got pregnant with Caden in 2015. And like I said, because I'm so petite, you really could not tell that I was pregnant. I did gain like a little bit of weight, but it was honestly not a lot because I threw up every single day of my pregnancy. That's a whole nother story. But so while that happened, I mean, I pretty much like was the same weight as when I started. I didn't gain that much weight, but the number on the scale was higher than it was when I was in high school. And so I was like, I'm just getting fatter. Like that's just what's happening. And then there was a bunch of stuff going on with Caden's dad and just everything, the pregnancy, everything, having a new baby to take care of, trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, all this stuff was adding up. We had moved to Colorado. When I was in Colorado, I lost weight because one, their food is not that great there. Sorry Coloradians, but they eat like granola. In like Texas, like I live in Houston, and I love Tex-Mex, and you know, we have like the barbecue and I just like, our food is good and it's not the healthiest, but it's really good. And so I would eat that, and there's a lot of options to eat. I would eat late because our food options are open late, but in Colorado everything closes at like 8 or 9. And so I would just not eat. Like I didn't have a place to go to when I was hungry in the middle of the night, or you know, a place that I would want to eat at or whatever. So it was harder for me to like eat things, I guess. And also I was working an insane amount of hours. Like I was working 12-hour shifts, and then at one point I was working at the salon in my church, and then it just went to my church, the church I was going to, and I was working like literally from 7 a.m. sometimes to like midnight, 1 in the morning, and then doing it all over again, and then having Caden and everything. It was just a lot, and I literally lost weight, and I'll insert a picture. But so I lost weight. I was losing weight because I wasn't eating, and I was stressed, and it was just very unhealthy. But because my mom was like, you're looking good, like, you know, whatever. I would say that's another thing that played a part in things, is that your family tries to make like well-meaning comments, but they also affect. So I was already dealing with my own body issues and stuff, and like you would get comments from like your grandparents like, oh, you're getting a little big, or oh, you know, you might want to like not eat that much or whatever. Well-meaning, but they still hurt, and they still add to that what I'm already feeling. And then my mom like showed me comments like, your butt's getting a little bigger, or you know, whatever. And so it just makes it like, it's like other people are aware that you're fat too. So then you're like, see, it's not just me. And it kind of just reinforces that, the thing that you're already so, like, you don't want other people seeing. You're like, okay, they see it. Anyways, so fast forward, we moved back to Houston from Colorado. Literally gained all the weight back. I was super depressed. Just not in a good place, and it kind of all happened really fast. Being depressed and laying in the bed all the time, and then moving back to Houston and having access to all the food, I just gained weight back, and I gained more. And I weigh, I'm pretty much the same weight that I've been since I moved back, and I weigh more now than I did when I was pregnant with Caden. And that to me is just like, oh my God. Like, it's a number that I never ever thought that I would like hit. So I was around 150, and then when I was pregnant with Caden, I think in the middle of my pregnancy, I was like 180, and then I got to like 189, and then when I moved to Colorado, I kind of went down. But when I came back and like started going at it, I got up to like, my highest recorded weight was 233. And when I tell you, and I saw that number, I was like, it's when I went in for like my exam, and to get like medicine and stuff for my depression or whatever. And I was literally like, when did I get this big? Like, in my head, I was like, well, you already knew you're fat. But I always, because I'm, like I said, because I'm so petite, it's so easy to hide it. And because I'm so curvy, like, it's so easy, my body is so easily like able to hide the fat. And really it's my tummy area that like holds it all. And because of that, like, I wear clothes that are baggy anyways, and I wear high-waisted pants, so you really can't tell. You can tell like in my face and things, but you really can't tell unless you see me every day and you've seen me, like, you know, blow up or whatever. And so I think that was like making me even more depressed knowing that number. But it's just like, I weighed, and I still weigh more than I did when I had Caden. So it's just kind of like, okay, I was literally pregnant with a whole nother human being, and you're way more than that now. And so I worked as a flight attendant, and just being active and everything, I kind of lost like a little weight. But it's like, as soon as I started good habit, like, of just being more active, I added another layer that would make me gain weight. And so I started drinking alcohol. And drinking alcohol, there is a lot of calories and sugar and stuff in alcoholic beverages, and so that just made the weight stick. I didn't gain weight, but I didn't lose weight either. It was just like not helping. And so I was always like, I'm gonna get healthy, I need to lose weight, blah blah blah. So I would try to start working out, and then I would just stop because I was tired and all this stuff. And so finally this year, 2021, I went on a fast, not for like my health or anything, but just for my spiritual journey, trying to go closer to God, my mental health, everything. And the fast was, I couldn't have meat, dairy, no fried foods, no breads, anything like that. And I just felt so amazing. I felt super good during the fast, even though I really wasn't eating. The first 3 days I did a water fast, and I just felt so good. Not because I felt good, because my mental just felt better. Like, I wasn't focused on what I was gonna eat. I wasn't focused on, you know, this piece of food is gonna make me gain weight, blah blah blah. It was just like so nice. And so I was actually scared, and I lost weight. This was a 21-day fast. I lost weight. Like, I was showing pictures to my mom. She's like, yeah, your thighs have definitely gone down. Like, I lost my little my little chin, my little double chin. Yeah. As you can see, it's like gone down. We're still working on it, but like my face had gotten slimmer, and I just looked like my mom pooch had kind of slimmed out. Everything just was looking a little bit better. And I think that almost made me have like an unhealthy thing, but I kind of had to reel it in. It was like, well, if I don't eat, then I won't gain weight. Like if I don't eat, I'm gonna lose weight, you know? That's not the way to go, obviously. Don't do that. But it just made me, like, when I got off the fast, I was like, I can do this. I can lose weight. Like, I can be healthy. And it's not even, like I said, it's not just about losing weight. It's about feeling good. And like, I realized I don't like working out, but I like how I feel after I work out. And so I have to force myself. Like, I will work out in the mornings as soon as I get home from dropping Kaden off, and I feel so good. Like, I feel like I can accomplish the day, and I get so much more done after my workout's done, you know. And it's not just because I'm trying to lose weight, it's because it helps my mental clarity, and I just feel so much better physically. And then the foods that I eat, I still eat the same foods. I still eat burgers and pizzas and things like that, because I am not a healthy food person. I will tell you, a lot of days on the fast, I just didn't eat because I don't eat a lot of vegetables or fruits. I eat apples. Honeycrisp apples are my favorites. I eat like salad. I'll eat broccoli. But I don't eat a lot like of vegetables like kale. I like spinach. Or like, I don't really like smoothies, so like different fruits. I'll eat grapes, but you know, so I'm just kind of weird about that, like the healthier foods. So it's just like, I was like, you know what, like I can eat the things that I want to eat, but in moderations. And so I'm not calorie counting, but I just eat like until I guess it's called intuitive eating. I eat the foods that I want, and I just eat like I question myself. I'm like, okay, instead of eating this whole thing, like, are you really that hungry? And let me just say, like, a lot of the foods that I like to eat, they don't taste as good as they did before the fast. Like, I don't even want them. So it makes me gravitate towards more healthier options. Like, instead of getting fried chicken, I'll get grilled chicken, and I could still have the sides that I want, like fries or baked potato or whatever. But it's just like replacing those things with little things. It's been really, really helpful. Sorry if this video is kind of all over the place, but yeah, I just want to say, like, if you're struggling with your weight, or you're just like, you feel like it's just like you're stuck in your body or whatever, it really starts with your mindset. Like, I feel like that fast really changed my mindset, and it's like I feel more capable and I feel more comfortable in my body. And it isn't because like my thighs look slimmer or my face looks slimmer. It's because like I know that I'm going to treat my body well. I'm going to give it the nutrients that it needs. I'm going to give it the love that it needs. And that's a part of the health journey. So I wouldn't say I'm on a weight loss journey. I would say I'm more on like a health discovery journey. Just knowing what makes me feel good. And that's a part of self-care. It's just knowing what makes me feel good, taking care of my body, putting good things in it. This is the temple of the Lord. And when I look at it from that perspective, like, this is God's temple, and I want to make sure I'm taking good care of it. That makes me even more motivated to do the right things for my body. But anyways, that is like my quick like weight loss journey, health journey type of thing. What I'm kind of doing, like I said, I posted a workout video. You guys probably already saw it. So I've just been doing those YouTube videos. I don't go to a gym or anything. Sometimes I'll walk around my apartment complex. Nothing too crazy because I don't got time for that. I do want to get into weightlifting. I just think that'd be fun. Like, I like weightlifting. And then some days I just have dance parties. Like, when I don't feel like working out, I'll just have a dance party and just dance it out. Food wise, like I said, I'm still eating the same foods, just in portion control. A good tip is to, when you go out to eat, get half of your food in a to-go box and the other half you can eat. I've just noticed that, like, I'm able to tell when I'm full, and I'm able to like stop myself, and I'm able to say like, is this a craving? Like, do I want this because I'm bored, or do I like, am I actually hungry? Water is your best friend. Drink water. When you feel hungry, drink water, and if you're still hungry, then go eat. Also, I've been eating a lot at home, like not eating out as much. Just not only does it save money, it saves you calories. And so just eating at home, and I find that I really enjoy cooking and trying new recipes, so that's been really great.
I'm pausing this to say that I completely fell off track. Depression got to your girl, and I did not keep up with anything that I just said, but I am getting back on track. But this is just Future Kim telling you that I gained all the weight back that I lost from the fast, and we are redoing this health journey, so such is life.
Anyways, let me know your tips to your health. If you're on a health journey, let me know like kind of what you're doing. If you have any tips for me, let me know. Let's keep it pretty positive in the comments. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time that I post a video. Also, what was I gonna say? If you want to see more, like if you want to see like what I eat in a day or more workout videos, let me know down below and I'll be happy to film those for you. And I think that is all. So that was just a quick blurb. I feel like maybe this is all over the place. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it flowed. I didn't go into like very great details. This was kind of like an off the rim. I didn't have anything written out. But if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. And yeah, just remember to let your light shine and to glide you gracefully, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Shine, 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 shine on all of them. My only say to shine your light, so shine on all of them.